Hey guys, Matthew here, bringing you another video today. So today I wanted to focus on kind of doing like a little bit of a vlogging type session with you again. Just letting you know, keeping you up to date on some things that are going on in my life right now. Some interesting things with like Tinder and with that part of my life, but also with school. And also I wanted to start this video off on kind of a happy note. And so I wanted to show you an app. Okay, so if you just open your handy dandy app store and then just search for, oh my gosh, what is some of this stuff? I don't even remember searching for this stuff. Ignore all of this, but search for Smile All Day. And then it'll be the first one that pops up right here. I already have it installed on mine. But essentially, in case you guys didn't know, Amazon does this cool thing where if you purchase from their website using the Smile extension, then they'll donate percentage of the money that you pay to a charity of your choice. So it's actually really, really cool that you get to choose where your money is going and being donated. And the thing is it doesn't ask for a donation. It's actually just a percentage of what you pay for. So it's not even like additional money, which is awesome, especially for those who might not be able to give as much, but you might need a product, you know, for home that you have to buy on Amazon or something. And so it's a way for you to give as well. But what's like one of the hard things is that sometimes we don't always remember to type smile.amazon.com. So if you don't put the smile in front and you just go to the normal web page, then it's not going to work. So you can see it even says Amazon Smile Prime, and it'll ask you, let me bring up my other browser for instance. It'll ask you where you want your money to be donated to. So you get to actually select the charities, and then you can do a search for a ton of different charities. You know, Alzheimer's, American Red Cross, Best Friends Animal Society, I think this is breast cancer, breast cancer, and then so many things. We all know people who are affected by breast cancer or Alzheimer's, or know someone in our family, even like it's not even just know someone, it's just people in our family are affected by those two alone. So many people, and so it's really, really cool because what it does, if you shop online a lot, because I definitely shop online a lot, I use Amazon all the time, but if you accidentally forget whenever you're doing your Amazon shopping online to put that little smile in the front, if you go in and download that extension and then, oh, I need such and such, I'm gonna get on Amazon, it automatically redirects you to the Smile Prime. So it's really, really quick and easy to download, super efficient, super easy to use, because you just have to make sure you enable it. You do have to go to preferences and then open the extension tab and just click the box to enable it after you download it. But super cool. I'm really glad that there's an extension for that, because I had actually forgotten completely about this even being a thing with Amazon. And then once I accidentally came across this app when I was looking, or this extension when I was looking for another extension, I was like, whoa, this is cool. Hold up, wait a minute. Like, I want to get this. And so I highly encourage you to do that. And again, it doesn't cost extra money to donate. It just donates a portion of whatever you're already paying for to a charity. So super, super cool. Just want to let you guys know that. Start off the video with something super nice. Back to the real tea here that I'm gonna be serving today. And it's not necessarily bad stuff. It's just some things that have happened the past few days that have made me excited, made me kind of disappointed or confused, and just wanted to share it with you guys to do a vlogging session. I just got back from the gym a little bit ago. I feel like I always do my videos shortly after the gym. I don't know why, it just like amps me up to get going, and I've like been wearing this, I think, in already a couple of my other videos, one of my workout outfits. But first off, speaking of the gym, I just have to say, like, I go to Planet Fitness and I do not like shame people who go there. Like, sometimes I overhear conversations like, oh, Planet Fitness, like, they don't have great equipment. they have good enough equipment, especially for the price that you're paying. So I love Planet Fitness. I'm able to, lift heavy-ish. I mean, I'm not like super big. I do lift kind of heavy though. But I love doing barbell lifts and stuff like that. That's the only thing I don't like about Planet Fitness, if I have to say, is that there aren't as much like free weight equipment. But the reason, here I'm getting to the punchline, I promise, or to the point, is that I like the atmosphere of Planet Fitness. And yes, it's like a no judgment zone, all of that, and they have the whole lunk alarm. But I was beside someone today who was a total lunk, and it was just agitating me because don't get me wrong, people who lift big, yes, like you're gonna be like grunting, like you're pushing really, really hard. But at the same time, it's like, I don't judge people who go to the gym. I am like, if you're at the gym, you're already beating most people because there are so many people who don't even go to the gym. So if you're even making an appearance at the gym and doing something, you're trying, and that's great. Keep doing it. But this guy beside me, it's one thing to lift heavy, but it's another thing to lift heavy when you shouldn't. And he's not the only guy I've seen. There have been plenty of people I've seen, but it's just today, being right beside him, he was just like getting in it and everything, and it was just so annoying, and I had forgotten my earbuds at home, so I like had no music to like cancel him out. He was doing chest presses and not very well because his weights were too heavy. He was like barely like extending his arms up. He was just like barely moving them, and then he went up to an incline press and was doing the same thing. I'm just like, dude, switch out your like 60-pound dumbbells for like 40 pounds because you're gonna actually activate your muscles by increasing the range of motion more. But I don't like to be the guy who's always like suggesting things to people. There are those people at the gym that I've seen before, and they'll walk up to someone and be like, oh, like you should try it like this. I don't like to be that person, because like I said, if you're at the gym, you're doing something, you're doing it, that's great. But anyways, that's just on my mind right now, and it was driving me nuts. I thought I'd share that. Not to shame anyone who goes to the gym, and if you do that, yes, I get lift big, fewer reps, whatever, but you should make the reps that you do count. Like, good form is just as important. So don't lift so heavy to where you're not even really activating your muscles. You're just straining your joints. So rant over on that. Switching gears completely to something different. So I've been talking to this guy on Tinder the past week, and he seemed like a really nice guy. He still does, but something just kind of rubbed me the wrong way, and I wanted to know what your guys' take was on it. Like, what's your take on this, or how would you react to this? So he initiated conversation about wanting to hang out this weekend. Today is Sunday, and I was like, yeah, that'd be great. And he was like, oh, I'd love to cook for you, but my roommate's gonna be home and all of this. And I was like, that's fine. Like, cause first of all, thing about me, one of my rules on Tinder is that our first date is not at my place or your place. It has to be at a neutral place. I do not meet people for the first time at their houses. That just is kind of unnerving to me. And then that also kind of sets up the night for, I think, other expectations, and I don't like that either. But anyway, so we were talking, trying to get plans, and I recommended, oh, how about we do brunch? Like, what if we do brunch on Sunday? Like, go out somewhere, grab some food, the typical first time you meet someone, food's almost always involved somehow. Okay, so I just low-key checked my phone for a few minutes to make sure I got this story straight, because I've been rambling for 6 minutes before this, and I was shifting back and forth because I couldn't remember the order of everything, and now I remember the order of everything, so I'm gonna start the story all over again, but it won't be all over for you guys. We messaged on Friday trying to set up plans for the weekend to meet and do something. And so that's what I was telling you, we wanted to do, he wanted to cook for me, but he had his roommate and everything, so I suggested brunch for Sunday. So we were trying to get that done on Friday night, trying to plan it because, the weekend's coming up and I need to know things a little in advance with how busy I am. And so I end up suggesting brunch and everything. And then you know how Tinder can be super glitchy, like you'll get notifications after notifications for messages that you don't have, and then you get messages but they don't tell you when you actually got messages, and I don't know why they can't get their shit together, but Tinder needs to get their app to be less quirky because all the time this happens, all the time. Anyways, that rant's over. I didn't hear back from him. So I recommended brunch, and so I didn't hear back from him, but I got a notification a little bit later, like 20 minutes later maybe, and it said that he messaged me. So I checked and there was not a message there. Big surprise. But so I replied with my phone number, and I was like, hey, the app is being super glitchy, like here's my number, just text me and we can get this figured out, because I'm not sure if you messaged, if you did, I'm not seeing it, and so on and so forth. So I sent that Friday night. Did not get a text from him as like any response until like after 6 p.m. on Saturday. And so that's one thing that did not sit right with me. And then when he did message me, he asked for a picture shortly, like later on. And it was like maybe a couple hours or something. He was like, can you send me a picture? And I did, and he was like, oh, hey, like, what's going on? And I was like, what? Why? Because at first I was like, why does he need a picture? That doesn't make sense. Then I had a light bulb go off. That light bulb went off big time too, because what happened was when we were first trying to make these plans on Friday night, he was like, oh yeah, you have to get up early on Monday morning, right? And I was like, I never said that. I don't know what you're talking about. And all of you on the other side of the screen are probably like, oh yeah, we know what's happening, what's going on. Exactly, and that's what was going off in my head last night. Everything clicked together, because I thought on Friday night when I got that, I was like, that's weird, like I didn't say anything. But I went along with it because I did not want to do something late on tonight, because I do have stuff I need to do tomorrow morning. And so I went along with that. I was like, oh yeah, like I can't do anything late Sunday night. So I was like, let's do something during the day. And then that's when I recommended brunch. And anyways, so I kind of had to backtrack because I didn't want to start with that, because once I told you the part about the photo, you would have already been like, oh yeah, but that moment didn't happen for me until after I sent the photo. So clearly this guy's talking to a lot of guys at the same time, and he needed a picture to match the phone number with which one he was talking to. And then the whole Monday thing clearly was another guy that he thought was me, but it was not me. And so what brought all of this up was that he did not message me back that night whenever he initiated the conversation. And I was like, trying to talk to him. He was like, I'm out getting a drink right now, I'm about to hang out with some friends. And so I replied with, oh, so you're having a fun night out tonight? Nothing. Crickets. Like literally got nothing whenever he started the conversation in the first place. And then got nothing until like 11 o'clock today, 11 a.m. And so, and then that was like, hey, what's up? And so he didn't even answer the question that he left me red on, and he just wanted to start all over. And so this guy's like, no, I'm done. Like, I am seriously done, because to me, that's not showing a genuine interest in wanting to know me. That's just like trying to, I don't know. I don't want to say he's just trying to hook up with people or what, but that rubbed me the wrong way. And so I've left him kind of, you know, I haven't replied to him any today, because he messaged, hey, what's up, again, which seems to be his go-to line. And then, or he was like, hey, and then later on, whenever I didn't reply, he's like, hey, what's up? And then he messaged me on Tinder and was like, are you alive? LOL. And so I'm just like, I don't want to be like a last resort. I'm not that type of guy. If you want me as a choice, sorry, I don't do that game. So I don't think I'm gonna reply to him. Am I wrong to do that? I feel like I am. I feel like I should just tell him, because I'm always big on like, you should just tell people, like don't ghost them, all this. I even have a video about ghosting. But this just like drove me up the wall, and now it's like suddenly he has this interest in wanting to talk to me. Like, he's trying on Tinder and he's sending me text messages. What would you guys do in this situation? I don't know. I think I might still message the guy and just see what happens. Like, you never know, I guess. But that's why with me on Tinder, I don't like to talk to a lot of people at one time. So I'll match with someone, but I don't message them. And a lot of people are like, that's so bad, you shouldn't do that. But I like to, I guess, start sequentially, and I like to go through, and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna target this one. And then if it doesn't work out, I'll go to the next one. And that's how I am, because I don't wanna be dating like 4 people at one time. So 1, that's overwhelming. 2, that's too much time. I don't have time to be dating several people all at once. I'd rather focus and invest my time on one person at a time. That way I can really give it a chance. And I feel like if you have too many options, then it starts getting complicated in a lot of other ways. So, not to shame anyone who does do it that way, everyone's different. My mind mentally, I just don't like to do that. That's just too much for me to process. That has been going on the past few days, since Friday night, just with this guy. So didn't even ask about the plans that I suggested for today. Didn't bring those up at all or anything. So clearly he didn't want to do that. So what would you guys do? Comment below. How should I handle the situation? I'm gonna practice what I preach, because that's one thing I've always said. So I'm not gonna ghost him. I will message him, but I think I'm gonna do it with a lot more hesitation now and caution. And just because of my last relationship, I've been very, very protective of myself for reasons that you'll soon understand. So I don't put up with stuff like that anymore. Like, either I'm going to be your choice you're gonna take a chance on, or don't play me. Like, I don't put up with stuff like that. Anytime I see red flags, I immediately leave or ask them to leave. Like, I just don't put up with stuff anymore. I see right through crap. Like, I just don't put up with anything that I know I shouldn't put up with or have to put up with. I don't do it anymore. Used to, not anymore. So yeah, that's been going on. So I showed you the extension, which was super happy, and then I talked to you about my frustration about this. I talked to you about the gym. Last but not least, to fill you in a little bit, I won't talk too much about this with school, but I wanted to bring you in on this because I'm gonna start having like monthly meetings. And so I wanted to kind of get your input on things, see if you have any suggestions, recommendations, or things I should look at to help me decide or what I should do. But I am starting to plan my career path, which is super exciting and nerve-wracking at the same time. So I had my first meeting with career development with one of the people. He is amazing. His name is Dr. Posan Ku, and he knows his stuff. Like, he is brilliant. He knows about so many jobs. And what I did was a kind of individual development plan, what we call an IDP. And it asks you all these questions, and you have to put them in ranking order on, there's one for values, one on interests, and one on skills. So you have to be very honest with it, because if you put that you're really great at doing these, this set of skills, then you're gonna get matched with jobs that don't make sense for you. So you have to be brutally honest and say, like, you're bad at this, or you're really, really good at this. I like that it kind of takes into account your values. Like, I'm family oriented, so I need that work-life balance, and stuff like that. Like, helping people is one thing I want to do too. So I like the whole quiz thing, because it's like, ooh, what am I gonna do? I need to start doing this daily, that way my videos aren't so long. Comment below if you would actually like to hear from me on a more daily basis. One, so I don't have like super long videos about my life, because I need to update you on so much, and 2, I would do it if people would actually listen to me. So if I can get some type of support and people are like, ooh, I like hearing you talk, or I like to hear what's going on, or I like watching your videos, then I will try to step it up. But I don't want to put that time commitment into it right now if I don't have to, which sounds kind of bad, but with my school, it's just super hard for me to do. But if you guys want it, I will make you a priority. So let me know, and then I will make sure I allot time to do these daily vlogs, because they really don't take long, because they're not super edited or anything. It's just me talking to you guys. But I keep going on these side rants, so sorry. But I had this meeting. We went over my IDP, and it gave me 20 career paths starting in ranking order from the top to the bottom, best matches to least best. And anyways, I had my eyes opened to so many careers that I didn't even know like I could use my PhD in nutritional sciences for. A lot of them that took interest with me. Actually, I'm gonna read you the list really quickly. Not of all 20, don't worry. I narrowed it down to 7. And so I'm just gonna briefly read you off the topics of each. I'm not gonna go into depth on all of them or anything. Just wanted to let you know kind of where I'm going with this. So I went and got my handy dandy laptop. If you haven't seen me open this sucker, then go watch that video, because that was a fun video to make. It's a drinking game. It has a drinking game included for all of you who need to, you know, drink away your sorrows that tomorrow is Monday. But yeah, so the list, and these are in the order too. So my 7 choices in order, my number 1 was research and industry, which is actually what I was already like, had my mind set on, which is great. And then science policy was another one, business of science, intellectual property, scientific or medical testing, clinical research management, and public health related careers, which is what I'm currently on track to do. But it was number 17 out of 20. And then for the 8th one, I have entrepreneurship, number 6 on my list. I've always wanted to start my own business. No matter what field I go into or what area, I've always wanted to start my own business, because I do think that I have the work ethic and I have the charisma with people to be really great at that. So I kind of have that one as a separate category, because no matter what, that's the end goal for me, is I'd love to have my own business. And not even like anything related to science necessarily. It's just one day I would love to have my own business. A lot of the jobs, as we started talking about things that actually made me super excited, had to do with the combination of science and business. And I was not expecting that at all. So there are tons of jobs out there in the science community, like in biotech companies and things of that nature, pharmaceutical companies, any type of research facility or biotech company, bio something company, or even just tech something company, where they hire just people with PhDs. And the field is irrelevant, for some of them anyways, because they just like the skill set that comes with people who have earned a PhD. But for a lot of them though, they do try to cater to your specific field of interest. That way you can help with things like that. I'm so excited because I'm like getting pumped up. I'm getting ready to start my career in the next few years. And so I just wanted to bring you in on that. I hope I didn't lose you. If I did, well, I guess you won't see this anyways, but please stick around for the next video, because I don't always talk about science and things like this in this much depth, but I do want to keep you updated on things that are going on in my life a little bit. And maybe if I start doing it more often, I won't have to have, 20-minute videos or whatever, however long this one's going to be. So I won't ramble on as much either. Thumbs up if you like this video. Thumbs up if you think I should just do more daily videos. That way they're shorter and you don't have to listen to me ramble as much. Comment below, let me know like what types of jobs do any of you have jobs in these types of fields? Like, what do you think about these types of jobs? Do you enjoy them? Put what your job title is, not to make it super formal or anything, but let me know. Did you download the extension I showed you? Smile all day. What charity did you decide to pick? And anything relevant. I just want to talk to you guys.
So thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. I upload new videos every week, but I will do more if you request it, and I'll make sure they're shorter. So stay tuned for the next one. Good to see you. I love you all. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Okay, bye.